every day, over 2,000 commanders come by the Commanders Toolbox to find help, guides and tools for Elite Dangerous. And today, the Toolbox has received its biggest update since launch with 2 new tools and an additional feature to one of the existing tools. Guys, I have something exciting to share with you guys. Today's video is brought to you by me and the Down to Earth store. So head over to store.d2a.com, check out the cool products. Not only are there new designs, but also new products like caps, beanies, jackets, which is something you guys have been asking for. You'll find the link in the video description. But for now, let's get back to the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Commanders Toolbox. Hopefully this is a familiar site to a lot of you guys. It's the site I've hosted for about a year now, I think. That's been a collection of tools for Elite Dangerous that some of them I created, some of them by others, that have been ported in here, collected all in one place, guides, ship builds, that kind of stuff. I've added some new tools and there's some updates to some of the existing ones, and I just want to run you through some of the changes that have been made to the site. First of all, one of the more used tools is the multi-waypoint route plotter. Normally this would allow you to select a number of systems either by typing out the system names or selecting them from very common locations. As you can see here, we have all the engineers, we have Dav's Hope, we have the Jameson's crash site, we have some of the crashed anacondas, that kind of stuff. All that in here. But one of the things that has been very requested is to have the option to add multiple systems at once. So you can see here now there's a little button here called Add Multiple Systems. This opens up a new window and you can in here just post in system names. One system name per line. So just, yeah, if you have a list of systems, post in there and click Add Systems. And there you go. They are now been added to the route. And then as always, you can then go and set your start systems. Let's say I want to start in Gibraltar Desra, optimize the route, and then it just finds the shortest path between, now it's only 3 systems, but it finds the shortest path between those 3 systems with those input parameters. You can also say no start systems, in which case you reorder it back to the order that gives you the shortest possible route. So if you have multiple stops you need to do, doing engineering or anything else, then just plug the tools in here. And I've tested this now. One of the reasons why I didn't have this feature to start with was because I was afraid of people just spamming it with like 200 or 500 systems. So there's been a little bit of work going on behind the scenes with the algorithm that takes care of large number of systems. I tested it up with like 250 systems at once, and that performed relatively well. So therefore I've now added this option that you can add multiple systems, which again is something I know a lot of you guys have been asking for. Now if we continue up here to the menu, you will see here there's now a section here called mining maps. Those of you really into mining will be very familiar with what mining maps are. And here I need to say a huge thank you to Commander Julie, who has allowed me to upload some of the maps that he has created. And maps basically is a way, an optimized way of mining. I will have a video coming out on how to use these maps, so do stay tuned for that. And I will probably also add a written guide in here under the mining maps on how to actually use these maps, because if you're not familiar with them, they can be a little confusing. But if you are familiar with mining maps, you can now find them in here, where you can see who's created them, what system, planet and ring it's in, what material it is, what type of map, in case we want to put in like subsurface maps at some point. There's a picture of the drop-in, so you can see the map or the area from the top. You can see what you're kind of dealing with. Then there's alignment pictures, so you can see where your start location is. And then there's just a number of pictures down here. You can sit and jump through one at a time, going from rock to rock to rock, as you're mining along. So again, huge thank you to Commander Julie, who has got a lot of help from the Australia and New Zealand Elite Dangerous community, who has been helping him with creating these maps. And again, I'm hoping I can get more maps in here. As you can see right now I have 2, both for the hip and 1 for the Hydra sector here. And again, if you have some maps you created yourself, then please do get in touch with me, so we can get these uploaded here as well if you want to see your maps on the Commander's Toolbox. So hopefully more maps will be added as we go along. Now the next tool here is a fleet carrier fuel finder. The idea with this is that you're out exploring, you have your fleet carrier with you, you're running out of tritium, and you need a place to refuel. Normally you could just go into any tritium hotspot and mine it there, but if you want to do it faster, you want to find it in systems or overlaps instead of having a single hotspot. So what this is a list of known tritium overlaps and their position in the galaxy. And we can also see, of course, the body where the overlaps actually is. So here, of course, is if you are in a system that could be, let's say, SAG A, type that in, find it from the list, and then you click Find Fuel, It then fills in your coordinates, and it then shows you where the closest hotspots are and the distance to those hotspots, so you can see how far you have to fly in order to get to the systems where you have overlaps. Because this is pulling these coordinate data from EDSM, or the Elite Dangerous Network, and I know that sometimes when you're out exploring, you might not have this data uploaded already, or maybe it hasn't updated yet. So therefore, I have added the option that you can type in your galactic coordinates manually. So if you are in a system that has not yet been uploaded into the data network, you can just type in your spatial coordinates yourself, and then click Find Fuel. And then in a similar manner, it will just use whatever spatial coordinates you typed in to find the closest hotspot to you. So this is kind of a way to ensure that even if you are out in completely uncharted territory, well, maybe there won't be that many hotspots in that area if it's uncharted, but at least you can find the closest. That brings me up to another point. If you find another hotspot, if you find a hotspot that is not on the list, you can see here that there's a little link here. If you click here, you come into a report form. You just fill out the system and the planet, and you can fill out your commander name if you want to as well, and just click submit. And then at some point I will add these to the fuel finder as well. Right now this is still there's still a review process around these, because I don't want people to just be able to post random stuff in case people post links or other like weird stuff in system names that I don't want here. So that's why I have a review process around this. If you do find a overlap that's not on the list, please go report it, and then I'll get this verified and then upload it onto the fuel finder as well, to help other fleet carriers out there so they have a place to go and get their tritium. I hope you'll enjoy this update to the toolbox. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.